All right, so 1,600 times 20. So that's $32,000 a month times 12. So her potential revenue in the year is $385,000.
Okay, let's go.
My Okay, we're back for part two. But before we go on, one of the things and crucial things that I failed to look at when we were looking at Angela and Rensky's listings was their pricing, right? So we're going to go back and look at a couple of the listings. I know we looked at this one, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can go ahead and gauge what their pricing is. So I don't know if I'm going to have to put in the date, but if I just say check availability, I'm just going to pick any random, let's just say 6 nights a whole week. And we can see the price here is $263 for 6 nights, right? So that would be what if you were to divide that by 6, 263 divided by 6. So that's about $43 a night, or $44 a night if you round it up, right? So $44 a night. Let's pick another listing. Yeah, this is a 1-bedroom. So let's, again, we're just going to go and do a random. All right, so we want to check in again, same dates. And this one is $209 for 6 nights, which makes sense because it's a 1-bedroom, so it's going to be less. So if you do $209 for 6 nights, that's $34. So about $35. So let's say you have 35 plus 44 and divide that by 2, and then we're just going to use that as the average. So we're going to say the average price is about $40, give or take a few dollars, right? Which is, if you think about it, that's not really budget price. I know there are Airbnbs in the Kampala market that go for like $25 a night. So that's like really budget pricing, right? But I think the reason why they're able to get away with it and go with $40 a night, despite what their places look like in terms of aesthetics, is the location, right? Their locations are actually premium. And if they had like a certain level of decor and furnishing in their Airbnbs, they could probably even go higher than that, right? So anyway, so if you take an average of $40 a night, and we know the average occupancy rate in the Kampala market is around 50%, right? If we go back and look at the stats, Kampala market, and if we look, the average occupancy rate is 49%, so roughly 50%, right? That's the average in the Kampala market, as you can see right here, right? So having that in mind, if we go back and we say their average pricing is $40 a night, and we know they have 30 units, so 50% occupancy means 15 days out of the month, right? So $40 times 15 is going to give you $600 for 1 unit. Then you're going to multiply that times 30. That's going to give you about $18,000 per month. And then multiply that times 12 for the year. So they have a total of $216,000 a year in revenue, right? Keep in mind, you still have expenses, right? I don't know. Okay, so the next host we're going to look at is the one in second position here. Average review is 4.74. 53 reviews in total, significantly less than the first guys, but they've been in business for like 12 years. So, and then properties 24, and yeah, let's go ahead and check them out. All right, so this is the host. Her name is Fanny. Very important, she is a super host. Now, Oh, I guess once you click on there, it gives you more information about that. But anyway, once you're a superhost, it's very, very important because one, the algorithm favors your listings because it means that you have reached a particular threshold where your people that are coming to your properties trust what you're doing and your properties, and you're reliable. So the algorithm is going to naturally favor your listings, right? And it's very good it's important and imperative that you continue to maintain your superhost status, because you could lose it. You get a couple of bad reviews and this and that and the other, and it's gone. All right. And actually, her average went up to 4.79, and her reviews are now up to 62 on Airbnb. Here's a little bit of information about her. Software engineer, blah, 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 blah. You can read that. All right, let's go down. There are the reviews, places she's been, some stuff about her, but we're going to look at the listings, right? So the first listing is a private en-suite room in Uyenga, Bukasa Road. So this appears to be a shared property. Huh, that's interesting. Anyway, let's take a look at it. So we're going to open that. All right, there we go. Private en-suite room in Uyenga, Bukasa Road. Let's take a look at the pictures. All right. There's the living room. Nice couch, nice setup. Big windows, light coming in. Decent software, nice rug, decent sized TV as far as I can see. Yeah, definitely a nice setup. Okay. There's the kitchen. Got the cabinets, got the stove right here, microwave, of course, on top of the fridge. I think that's the fridge. Not sure what's up with these cables. A whole bunch of cables everywhere, but okay. All right, got some cooking pots on the stove. Dining set, 6-seater dining set. Nothing particularly special about it. But it looks nice, neat, nice setup in the bedroom. I like that you have everything white, right? Nice, clean, and white and crisp. Again, there's a reason why hotels use white. So, hey, if it's worked for hotels, why can't it work for you? Yeah, nice, decent sized bedroom. I would have a nice, decent rag around the bed. This is a better picture, more crisp. Nice setup. Closet right there. There's another picture of the bedroom. I think this is, the same bedroom, but it's the same private bedroom. Yeah. Oh my God, how many pictures are you gonna take of the bedroom? All right, bathroom. You got a hand wash, shampoo, body wash. So she's going for that hotel kind of vibe, it looks like. Okay. Nice big shower. You got the shower curtain separator. I would prefer glass, but that works just fine. And given that it's a good size as well in the shower. Got the water heater right there, so you got hot water. There's your throne or a king or queen. There's another picture of it. Another picture of the shower and mirror. There you go, a washer. I don't know if it's a washer dryer combo, but it's definitely a washer. And there's the picture of the outside of the building. And you have a view of Lake Victoria. Hopefully, if that's from it's from the rooftop. I thought it was going to be from the balcony, but it's from the rooftop. So you have to go to the rooftop to get that view. But it's still available, which is good. Not sure what this corridor leads to, but again, all these wires, the attack of the wires on the wall, I don't know what that's all about. It just looks a little bit untidy. And that's the kitchen. And okay, so those wires in the kitchen, this is where they're going. Picture of the bedroom again. All right, so basically here you would be booking this bedroom, and you would be sharing other spaces with whoever else lives in that property. Because you see right here it says shared living room, right? So you'd be sharing the living room where the TV is and the books, right? And then also you'd be sharing the kitchen, right? So this kitchen is not yours alone. So the only thing that is private to you is the bedroom, right? So you'd be sharing the kitchen with whoever else is in that place. Shared cooking stuff, shared dining area. but of course you're not going to share the bedroom. That would be ridiculous, right? So, all right. So that's another model that you could do. Let's say you live in a nice apartment or condo that's a 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom, but you're only really using just 1 bedroom. You could Airbnb those other couple of bedrooms, right? Because there are people who that's how Airbnb started actually. All right, so let's see. If we let's look at her rates for this room in the shared space, right? So again, we're gonna go with a week. And so for 6 nights, you're gonna pay 173, but it looks like it's a good location in where is it again? Muyanga. You got Lake Victoria view on the rooftop, good sized shower. Was the bathroom shared? I don't remember. Anyway, 173. Let's divide that by the 6 nights, and you're getting it for basically $29. $29 a month. So all right, so $29 a month for the room. Let's just note that. Okay. All right, let's take a look at another listing that she has. This one is an entire space. Why does it look like the same property? What's going on here? All right, let's look at it real quick. But this one is supposed to be the entire space. Spacious 2-bedroom apartment in Muyanga, Bukasa. So maybe she has multiple units in the same building and lives in one, and then the other one she rents the whole place completely. Interesting. All right, but the furniture looks the same. Furniture looks exactly the same. Even the kitchen is this, and even the wires. Remember? So, what is going on here? Interesting. Yeah, it's the same spot. And that's the other bedroom that she didn't show in the other listing. So that's the 2nd bedroom. And this was that other bedroom that she showed in the other one. There's the same throne. Yeah. Same shower. So it's the same unit. But so, okay. So we already saw that. So basically, here she's doing it room by room, and then here she's doing the entire place. So what happens when somebody books this entire place? Is this still bookable? Like, not sure how that works. And then over here, she has another room, cozy and sweet room in Muyanga Bukasa Road. Okay, let's take a look at that and see what's going on. Same exterior, same furniture, same. Okay. Is it the same kitchen? No, this is different. The wires are no longer there. So this is a different unit, it looks like. And she's doing the whole room by room thing. But she's got the same dining furniture. Okay, the bathroom looks different because this one is one of those wet rooms where you have the toilet, the shower, and everything just cramped together. I hate those, by the way. So this I think is a different unit. But she has the same setup in terms of the soap and shampoos. Yeah, this is a different unit, it looks like. Okay. But she's doing that room thing again with this unit as well. So in reality, she might not actually have 24 separate units. She just have 24 separate listings. There's a difference. She might have like maybe 20 or 15, and because of the way she does the listings, it looks like it's 24. Interesting. So for this room, how much would you be getting? Let's see if the rates are similar. It should be. Same building, same spot, same setup. This one might be even cheaper, 161. Maybe it's a lower floor or something. 161 for 6 nights. So if we take that, 161 divided by 6. So basically $27, give or take. All right, for the room. So we're gonna say 27 for that room. Interesting. Let's see if we can find a unique listing. All right, so this one is okay, she's got an entire house. This is an entire place, 5-bedroom villa in Kigo off Entebbe Express. All right, let's take a look at this. entire house. Okay, that's the, all right. All right, so living room area, obviously, very spacious, nice and clean, nice big windows, a lot of light, got a decent sized TV there. Gotta hide that wire, man. Um, okay. Coffee table could be bigger, or maybe two of them, given the space, the size of the space. I would probably add some pictures here, or a large picture, just to give it more. I don't know why they're closing the windows. Anyway, this is a better picture, right? Showing the light coming in, giving the picture some brightness. But it's a decent setup. So it's a good setup. Okay, how many times? All right, different angle. Living room. All right, got some games for people to play while they're chillaxing at the spot. More games. Okay, nice kitchen. This is a better water dispenser setup, and not too many things on the countertop, or you can't even see the countertop. Just whatever is necessary. It's a good kitchen setup. Nice island. Good size refrigerator. Good size stove I can see right here. I like that setup. Okay. Decent dining setup. I don't know about the table cloth. That would not be my pick. It looks like a bed sheet, kind of. Probably isn't, but I'm just saying it looks like it. But anyway, it's a good setup. That's even a better picture without the sheet. Probably add a fruit basket or some flowers just to take the picture. Anyway, it's a good setup. All right. Bedroom. Nice big windows. A lot of light. That's great. White sheets, white pillowcases. That's great. The bed didn't necessarily have to be white, but it's cool. Hey, you got a stepper, right, for you to do some stepping exercises. So that's interesting. Okay, this is the other bedroom, but why is it so dark? Was the picture taken in a completely different time or something? And then the setup of this bed is like not as good as the other one, let's say. Yeah, simple bed. Okay, and then in the other bedroom you have two beds. If you have kids or whatever, that might work well. Where are the sheets? Those look like just mattress covers, but and pillows. Come on, you gotta do better for the pictures. There's another bedroom. Yeah, I don't know. This bed cover looks like really cheap, just by looking at it. Yeah. And then I would do white. Okay, this is definitely a king size bed. You got the white sheets, white covers, white pillowcases. That's good. The picture is a bit. Okay, this is a better picture. The bedroom is a little bit bare, right? You need some side tables, picture, some flowers maybe. Give the bedroom some life. A rug around the bed or something. I don't know. There's another picture. There's another bedroom again. I'm not exactly sure what's up with the setup, because that's the closet, and then this is where the head is. So what's on this side? Like a wall, and that's where your legs are? Like, I don't know. Okay, nice shower. Again, glass encasing. You got the window bringing in light. You're taking a shower. It looks like it's a little bit open, but hey, I'm gonna shower. If you're looking in there, that's your problem. That's not my problem. Okay, got the toilet right there. Yeah, I like the bathroom. It's decent. It's decent. It's something you can work with. And I think it has a tub. All right. Yeah, there we go. There's the tub, and that's a good selling point, because some people want to have a tub in their Airbnb so they can come in, do their soaking spa thing, right? It's not my thing, but some people like to do it. There we go again. I think that's another bathroom. There's a balcony, good sized balcony, and there's the view. There's the view from the property of Lake Victoria, and that's her selling point right there. View again. Okay, outside the balcony, obviously at night, decent setup. And there's the exterior of the house. balcony during the day. Uh, Come on, man. Like the cushions don't even fit the chairs, man. Like, what are you doing? You might as well not put them in the picture anyway. Like, come on, you can't get cushions that actually fit the chairs. Anyway, but the balcony is a good size, but they could do better with the furnishing. Okay, the gate as you enter. Okay, another picture of the exterior. You got a yard with some grass. You walk around. There's another part of the balcony, and the view again. Hallway, closets, games. That's it. All right. So let's see. If you wanted to get this property, how much would it be for 6 nights? So this would be 1,200 for 6 nights, but it makes sense because it's like a whole house, right? Six, was it six or five bedrooms? So how much would that be? What was it? 1,233 divided by 6. That's 205. So basically 206 a night. Okay, 206 a night for the house, right? For the house. All right. And this is in Kigo. Let's look for a different listing. Okay, here's another entire place. It's a 4-bedroom house. So let's look at that. Let's look at that. All right. Living room. It's a nice living room. Not sure I like the way it was furnished, but it's doable. Decent kitchen, decent sized fridge. I like the glass door little cabinets, microwave, double sink, stove that is at cabinet height, which is good. I like that. I wish the spaces in between were tighter, but it is what it is. Okay, plates, dining setup, straightforward. Decent bedroom. There's the bedroom again. Nice big windows. I think there's a balcony off the bedroom. Okay. Big bedroom. Closets. Bathroom with a glass separator. Doesn't quite close all the way, so I'm not sure about that. But it's good spacing in the bathroom. Window. Heater. There's your shower. There's another shower. Okay. Your throne, sink, tub. Okay. Exterior of the home. Go again. Oh, this house has a huge yard, so that's good. Basically a part of the house. Yeah. Okay, so how much is this one going for? Let's see. So, okay, so this one right now, the price has gone down to $987 for 6 nights. So we're gonna go with 87, 6. It's 165. 165. All right. So we're not gonna, all right. So again, she has a entire place in Luboa, which is a 4-bedroom house. Then over here, she has another entire place, which is a 1-bedroom apartment. Let's take a look at this real quick. All right. Okay. This one seems to be a little small in the living space, but there's the dining space, there's the living room, there's the TV. It's actually spacious. Maybe the arrangement is not, like why is the dining all the way close to the living area like that? Anyway, but it's nice and neat, bright, big windows, a lot of light coming in, so that's good. Okay, yeah. Here's the kitchen. You know, decent size, nice big window. You got the sink right there, and you got a stove top, right? Which means, because I don't see any oven, so you don't have an oven, but you have a microwave, right? And there's the fridge. You know, decent kitchen. You're just missing an oven. So what I could have done if I was this person, I would get an air fryer and put it somewhere, maybe in this cabinet. And if somebody wants to, like, you don't have an oven but have an air fryer, so you can still like roast the grill stuff. All right, if you wanted to. Okay, typical stuffed plates, whatever. Interesting. I thought the fridge was not black. Did they change the fridge out at some point? Oh, it is black. Okay, it's just that. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there's the washer. Maybe a washer dryer combo. Not sure. 4-seater dining set. Okay. Nice bed. Again, white. I see a fan, so maybe there's no AC. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's AC. So, okay. Don't need that. It should be white, in my opinion. But it's fun. It's light and bright. All right, there's the bathroom. You got your shower encasing. Got your throne right there. Sink and mirror. So yeah, it's a nice bathroom. I wish the tiles were lighter, but it's good. There we go. Is this the same bathroom or a different bathroom? But nice and spacious. Shower encasing. That's good. Yeah. Let's see, washer again. Maybe washer dryer combo. That's the exterior of the building. Exterior again. And exterior again. Hanging stuff on the balconies, man. That's, I don't know. I guess it's got to be done. Okay. Hallway area. Yeah, it's a nice setup. You know, I can tell you she has better furnishing than the people we looked at in part 1. All right. So those are her listings. We're not going to go through all of them, but you get the vibe of what she's doing. But she seems like she is more in the Muyenga, Nyonyo, Kigo areas. That's her preferred area. So let's look at her numbers. Let's look at her numbers real quick. Okay, so did the numbers, and remember we had these numbers, so you add these numbers, divide by 4, and you get 107. So 107. Again, average occupancy rate in the Kampala market is about 50%. Now, obviously, that's an average. It can be higher, it can be lower, but we're just going to go with the average. So 107 times 15, which is 50% of the month, right? So times 15, you get $1,600. Now, it says here she has 24 properties, but based on how she's doing her listings, as we saw, I think it's more like 19 or maybe 20, but not 24. Because if we look at Airbnb, it says view all 17. Or let's split the difference. 24, 17. We're just going to say 20, right? All right. So 1,600 times 20. So that's $32,000 a month times 12. So her potential revenue in the year is $385,000 minus cost, of course. And her revenue is up because she's doing a lot of single-family homes, like this one, this spacious 4-bedroom in Alcrite, Entebbe Road. Then this one also entire home, 4-bedroom home at Luboa, and this one here in Kigo, which is a whole house and not just an apartment. So keep in mind that these also cost a lot more to maintain, right? It's a lot more space to clean, a lot more space to maintain in terms of utilities and all that kind of stuff, right? So the costs are definitely going to be higher than just doing other particular types of properties that are smaller. Okay, all right. So this time around, we're going to go down here, check out this host, Average star rating of 4.84, which is pretty good. 78 reviews and 17 properties. Okay, so here's the guy. His name is Edwin. He is a super host. That's good. And he's been around for 11 years hosting. So he's been doing this for a while. So close to the initial ladies we looked at of Angela and Rinsky, who've been around for 12 years. He's a data scientist, my kind of guy. And you can read more about him down here. Doesn't really say a lot. This is all he says about himself. Got some reviews. Let's check out the properties. So this one is an entire place. It says Luxury Lakeview Flat, 8 minutes from Speak Resort. Interesting. Let's take a look at that. Okay. It's all right. Living room setup. Okay, nice. I would definitely have a rug. For my personal taste, too many pillows, but hey. There's the guest bathroom, it looks like. There's the dining setup and the kitchen, and you got it upstairs. Okay. All right, there's the TV hanging by itself on the wall. You got a ceiling fan. I don't see any AC, but you have a ceiling fan. There's the kitchen setup. Small kitchen, no window in the kitchen or anything, but decent sized kitchen. Good setup. Simple dining setup. Tell you one thing, you're not going to be sitting here all day on these benches. Your butt's going to hurt. Okay. Nice setup, putting the fruits on the dining table and taking a picture, but you might want to back up a little bit so you can get a good picture of the space. All right. Nice picture of the living space. Open the windows, man. Show us the light. Show us the light. You can tell that this space was probably decorated by a man. But it's okay. Okay, better picture of the kitchen. I like the backsplash, the subway tile. Nice and neat. Spacious. So there's a fan, no AC. There's your closet. I think this is, I don't think it's a queen bed or a king bed. It's probably a full-size bed. This is another bedroom. The windows are not quite as big. Get some light. I guess there's a balcony, so it's probably a door to the balcony. And why is the bed in front of a closet? I told you, man, I think this place was probably arranged by a man. Because why wouldn't the bed be arranged this way? You know what I mean? Like, put the... hold on. Anyway, you know what I mean, right? Like, your head should be here, and then your legs down here. Not this way. Because when you open the closet, ain't you gonna smack the header of the bed? I don't know, man. Interesting. Again, you got the bed right in front of the window, blocking the light. And anyway, good sized bedroom. Okay. Whoa, what the heck, man? What is going on? Oh, that's the same bed. So the header is in front of the closet, and you move it close to the window so the closet doesn't hit the bed, and you put the thing in front. Just lay it this way, bro. Anyway. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Let's just keep going, man. Let's just keep going. Alright. Bathroom, sink. Your throne. Where's the shower? Where is the shower? Where is the shower? Was this a half bath? Are you gonna show us the shower? Okay. Outside laundry. View of the lake. Nice view. Very nice view. Now this is the selling point right here. Oh, and there's some outdoor seating I see here, which is good. Is there a restaurant or something? I don't know. But that view, great. Great. Just put some nice furniture or something out there. Oh, very nice view. Yeah. Okay, so this is the entrance. Then you have this patio right by the living space. This windows could have been bigger. And then the balcony is up by the master bedroom with a nice view. Okay. Yeah. It's a nice setup. you know, except for the windows being small. You have such a nice view, and why would you make the windows that small? Come on, man. Okay, ironing board in the hallway. Okay, giraffe picture. Um, the hallway upstairs. The furniture arrangement, man. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me. All right, let's take a look at another of his listings. But before we do that, let's see how much is he. So if I wanted to get this place, let's go again. Oh, blocked off, blocked off, blocked off, blocked off, blocked off. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, so let's do again 1 week. Bum, bum, bum. So 375 for 6 nights, which means that's 62 a night, or 63 a night if we round it up. So 63 a night, and this is the condo, the 2-bed condo. Yeah, 2-bedroom. Okay. All right, modern luxury apartment with lake views in Munyonyo. So basically kind of similar to this. So we're not really gonna, looks like this guy specializes in the lakeview areas. Like for example, this guy right here, Scenic Lakeview Retreat, 8 minutes, Speak Resort. So same thing like this one. So he probably has multiple units in that same building. Let's take a look at this one. So this is a 1-bed, 1-bath. Okay. Okay, let's take a look. Boom. All right. Living area, TV. Not sure why the TV is all the way to the side there. I think this space is meant to be the dining, but anyway. We already saw what he did with the beds. So there's the fridge. Okay, now let's see. All right. Decent sized kitchen. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So there's a TV on the wall. There's the couch. There's some shelving. That's the entrance. Okay. Okay. I notice a lot of people try to go with curtains that have all kinds of colors, but plain colors on curtains usually do the trick. The right color and making it plain does the trick. Anyway, kitchen area, small dining in the middle of the kitchen, 2-seater. It's fine. So I'm assuming the stove was meant to go here, and that is why this cabinet did not have a door to open, because the stove is meant to be here, and this space is actually meant for the fridge. But dude decided to do whatever, and he put the stove here and put the fridge over here, and this space is open for what? All right. Yeah. Okay, microwave, coffee maker. There's too many things on the countertops, but okay. There we go. He's been around for 11 years, so he's making money, and my opinion doesn't matter. I mean, if you've been around for 11 years, I hope you're making money. Okay, go. Door, kitchen again. Okay, show us the bedroom already. All right, there's the bedroom. I like that he has everything white. Oh, notice something? This is a makeshift king bed, because basically he has 2 full beds put together. And I even think the mattresses is not 1 mattress, it's just 2 mattresses. And then he put king size bed sheets and covers over it. I even think the net thing is a makeshift thing. Okay, all right. It's been working for him, I guess, if it's been in business for 11 years. So, okay, all right. Board is the same bedroom, closet, door, same bedroom. This is the selling point right here, the view. Nice balcony, decent furniture. So Yeah, it's good as far as the balcony and the view. The view is good. View again, view again. Okay, this is another bathroom. There's a shower, your throne, sink. I would have a shower curtain or a glass to separate the shower from the rest of the stuff. But other than that, the bathroom looks good. Yeah, another angle of the bathroom. A zebra bathroom. Okay. All right, there's the outside of the building. You got parking. It looks good, nice and clean. Okay, there's the entrance. Okay. And so he has a self check-in lockbox for the keys. That's good. And I'm assuming this is the bell in case you have a guest coming over or something. Okay. All right. So what does this one bedroom place go for? Let's go. Boom, boom. $250 for 6 nights. That is basically $42 a night for this one bedroom. $42 a night. If that place was like really done well in terms of decorating and decor and everything and make it look like really high end and with those views, he could get more than that. But like I said, he's been in business for 11 years, so my opinion might just be hot air. 42. So said 42 for that one bedroom. Okay. What else you got, sir? What else you got? So that's similar to that place at Speak Resort, close to Speak Resort. I'm just trying to find something else with different Palm Crest. Again, steps to Speak Resort. So it seems like he is trying to encircle the Speak Resort area. That's his thing, seems like. All right, so this is an entire house. Let's take a look at it. Okay, like that picture. All right, nice setup. Nice couch. Nice TV wall. Nice big windows, a little light coming in. Plain colored drapery, which is great. Right, you see the curtains, nice and plain and white. You know, I mean, they could be another color, but as long as it's plain, it just, yeah. Okay. Okay. Decent setup. Okay. Let's move on to another room. Kitchen. All right. Nice backsplash. Nice cooking stove. Okay. All right. Nice big fridge. Plenty of countertop space, but a lot of stuff just occupying it. I guess he just wanted to show that stuff is available. Okay. I guess the door to the backyard. Okay. Got a dishwasher. That's good. Double sink. Just never kind of seen this setup before, but okay. Nice big window in the kitchen. Okay. Nice dining setup. Okay. All right, bedroom. Okay. White sheets, white cover, white towels. Why in front of the window? There's plenty of space to put the bed this way. I don't get it. And this is what, the reading room, or why not use it as a bedroom? See what I'm saying? You could have this bed face this way instead of. Okay. Oh, so it's part of the master bedroom. So you have like a seating area. Okay. The setup here could be done better, but okay, it's there. All right, balcony. Nice, decent seating up there. Let's see. Okay, another bedroom. Okay. Okay, just missing the work around it. Some nice end tables with some lamps and picture on the wall, maybe. Right? Definitely have good closet space, that's for sure. Okay, bathroom with a tub, So you have the shower, you have the tub, so that's a good combination. Okay, nice big window with light coming into the bathroom, double sink, nice shower space. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, you got an office space, this is good. Yeah. All right, there's the exterior. Yeah, it's definitely a good setup. Now I just want to, do they have parking? I'm sure they do. Okay, there we go. There's the parking. Okay. All right. All right, get some. Wonder if those plants are real. Another good view of the lake. So what is this room? Laundry room? I don't think so. I don't know. Oh, maybe it was. There's the washer. Okay. So for this property in Tai Home, what is he charging? All right, so it's 5 to 66 for 6 nights, and you got the lake view. It's definitely cheaper than the other lady, that's for sure, because she wanted what? One was 1,200 something, and the other one was 900 something for the same amount of nights. So he's definitely cheaper. Anyway, 566. 556. It's $94 per night for the house. What is it? $94. Okay. I think we've exhausted his listings. I don't think we need to. Yeah. You know, let's see, is there something unique that pops up? So like St. Andrews luxury apartment, boom, then he has another one here, another one here, another one here. So either he has multiple listings in the same building, or he is, anyway, let's take a look at it. Now this is a good setup. Whoever did this arrangement knew what they were doing. Definitely looks professional, right? The flower on the coffee table, the way the coffee table is arranged, the sofa, the placement of the dining set, you got the little plant there in the corner, you got the picture on the wall. Is this even, hold up. This property is not in Uganda. This is a picture off the internet, because I know this because of the stove and the the cooking stove. In Uganda, there's always space in between the cabinets and the stove. It's never aligned with the countertop. Yeah, no. And it's only one picture. I don't even get to see other pictures. So this is yeah. Because it says new. So I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, let's just go with what he has. So you have 3 right here, 94, 42, 63. Okay, 63, 94 plus 42 divided by 3. So his average rate is about $66 a night. 50% occupancy is the average, and he has what, 17 listings. So 66 times 15 is 990 times 17. That's 16,800 a month times 12. So his potential annual revenue is around 200,000. Of course, you have to account for expenses, which we can't because we don't know. Expenses vary for different people and depending on. Okay, so let's also look at some of the reviews that Edwin, who's also a super host, some of the reviews that he's been getting throughout his years as a host. So let's see. All right, Leo is from Zurich, Switzerland. This was 6 days ago. It is simply a beautiful accommodation with large rooms, stylishly furnished, and the view over the city and up to the lake is magnificent. So basically spacious with a great view. Okay. Um, this is Mr. Alex from Nairobi, Kenya. This was about a week ago. He says the place was awesome and we had value for our money. This is probably one of those smaller properties that he got. Okay, this is Nico from New York, United States. I had a great stay. The place was clean, looked exactly like in the photos. By the way, this is very important because some hosts do some AI stuff and then you get there and the property looks completely different. You can't do that. That's going to kill you. So anyway, the place was clean, looked exactly like the photos, and the hosts were incredibly responsive at all times. Would absolutely recommend this Airbnb for those staying in the LA area. Huh? LA area. Is this guy reviewing the right property? Okay, let's move on. We have Abila. Okay, this 2 weeks ago, the host was responsive. The place was clean with great view of Lake Victoria. Maybe this guy meant to say Lake Victoria area. Maybe that's what he meant to say. I don't know. So yeah, again, you can see here the view is the selling point, right? This guy is from Toronto, Canada. This was February 2026. Love staying here. It looks just like in the pictures. Again, you see how people keep saying that? So make sure your pictures are authentic, man. Don't try to sell something you don't have. All right, love staying here. Looks just like the pictures. Modern, clean, lots of space. There's somebody else mentioning the space. We arrived extremely late and they just met us and helped with our luggage. So this is important when you have a place and you have security or staff that are there to help your guests. It goes a long way, right? Really went above and beyond. Okay, so he's happy about the service he got. Okay, this is Toa Baja from Puerto Rico. Edwin, Fiona, and Vicky were all amazing. Wow, all the 3 guys were there? Okay, maybe they live close by. My family and I booked this beautiful place during a difficult time in Uganda, and these 3 hosts were so helpful. Huh, difficult time in Uganda, huh? Maybe this was during the protests or something? Anyway, it was so helpful, accommodating, and very kind. I have extended my stay in this place twice. Oh, not only because of the host, but also because of the beautiful surroundings and peaceful environment. Okay, beautiful surroundings, that could definitely refer to the lake view. Peaceful environment, away from the city noise and hustle and bustle, right? So, okay, the place is so beautiful and peaceful. Trust me, this is the place you should book, and I promise you won't be disappointed. Thank you, Vicky, Fiona, and Edwin. That's a really good review, 5-star review. All right, we have Hatem from Netherlands. No, Hatem, Netherlands is the place he's from, and his name is Ernest Chope. Anyway, okay, he basically wrote this in Dutch, I guess, and okay, let's translate it and see. Okay, we were well helped by Brian, who was always there to help us, I guess, when needed. The location and the house were nice. Pool, shops. Okay, so they have a pool. Pool, shops, restaurants, nightlife with walking distance. We will definitely come back when the house is available. Wow. Okay. This was indeed a wonderful place to pause and rejuvenate after a demanding schedule. Again, peace. All right, this guy gave it 3-star instead of a 5-star. Let's see what he's saying. As a family of 4, we enjoyed our stay on the whole. The apartment was neat, equipped with what we needed. We had a number of issues, okay? And the caretaker chap was responsive and helpful, okay? Two things worth mentioning are a bed that sags in the middle. Bad quality bed. That's not good. They replaced the mattress, but that didn't work. So the whole bed was basically not good. They should get a whole new bed. And surprisingly, they waited for the electricity to run out before preparing for more units. Huh. So it seems like they don't have backup power. So there's a tip. Get a way to have some backup power. With the flat being on the ground floor, the ants and flies were a bit of a bother. Hey, that's not good. That is not good. Okay. With more attention paid to these things, the experience of staying there could be improved. And this is another reason why I don't like ground floor units. And that's one of the reasons. Another reason is the view. You can't have a great view on the ground floor. You know, and other funny things happen on the ground floor. So yeah. Okay, my stay at Edwin's place was fabulous. The heck? Okay, my stay at Edwin's place was fabulous. Great value for money. Edwin and team were very responsive and always checked to see how I was getting on. This place was secure and it served my needs perfectly. I will definitely use it again. Also recommend it to my family and friends. Thank you, Edwin and team, especially Vicky, who was only a call away at any time. Hey man, why were you calling Vicky all the time? Anyway, great private place with easy check-in. Again, self check-in. A lot of people like that. They don't necessarily want to meet you, especially late at night, wait for you at the door, anything like that. Okay. Charles, Entebbe, Uganda, great value, excellent communication, could definitely stay again. Thank you very much. Haida from Sweden. Okay, 5-star review. We are very satisfied. All right, so you can see what the review says. So pretty good. Ooh, there were also occasional power outages due to weather and construction outside, which was beyond anyone's control, but challenging over time, especially since we had a child who is not used to warm climate. Yeah, so even if you have AC, if the power goes out, hey, tough luck. So backup power, you need to have that. Interesting. All right, I guess that's enough reviews to give us a good overview of what's going on. All right, so we got to review some of the reviews that were left by some of Edwin's clients, and you get the general consensus that people like space, right? They like space, great service, they appreciate the view, cleanliness, and working beds, right? No sagging beds, please, right? People are going to rent the place. They're going to use the bed, however they use the bed. And over time, you're going to need to make sure that you're checking to make sure that your furniture is in good standing order, right? That's part of being a good host, right? So, yeah. Now, we looked at the numbers, and as you could see, the average occupancy rate in the Kampala market is 50%, right? Now, that's an average. Some places have a much lower occupancy rate because they're just ridiculous. And then some really nice places with really good service, good location, great amenities will have a higher occupancy rate, right? So you got to decide like what type of host you're going to be, right? So for example, if we look here, these are top listings in the Kampala market. So if we look at the top listings, for example, all right, here we go. All right, so here's the top listing in Kampala. The average annual revenue for this one property is basically $49,000, right? And the occupancy rate, as you can see right here, is 69%, way above the market average, right? And then the average daily rate of this property is $194, right? And this is actually a home. You can see right here, this is it's a 5-bedroom home. Well, it says it right here, luxury home, right? So it's a home with 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, and can sleep up to 6 individuals, right? And also, this place has received 57 reviews with an average of 4.9 stars. So basically 5 stars, right? And okay, so we go to the next one. This is a 4-bedroom place, so most likely a home as well. It has 3 bathrooms, can sleep 10 people. I don't know how that works, but okay. But has received 126 reviews and is 4.9 average star. So basically 5 star. And the average revenue is about $34,000 a year. Yeah, you can see right here. Occupancy rate is 55%, so a little bit above the average, right? Or 50%. And the average daily rate is 180, right? Okay, this one here is a 4-bedroom apartment. So this is a large apartment. So 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, and it can sleep 8 people. Okay, I think this is fairly new to the market because it has received no reviews, which is interesting. But it says here the average revenue per year is $29,000 and 81% occupancy rate. That's, I don't know about that. Um, hmm. And then average daily rate is 185. All right. I would take this with a grain of salt, being that the reviews are like 0, so I don't know what's going on with that. And by the way, it's interesting because this property, for example, is listed on Airbnb only. This one is Airbnb only. This property is on both Airbnb and VRBO, right? That's kind of smart, you know. But these guys are making money, so they don't care, right? This guy and this guy, they're like, hey, I'm making money, so you know, whatever. But again, you could probably do better on both. This guy down here, this guy is also on Airbnb and VRBO. Whoa, 8 bedrooms, 8 baths, can sleep 8 people. Yeah, most definitely. It has 7 reviews so far, and they're all 5-star, which is good. I want to take a look at this. Average revenue per year is basically about, I would say, 28,000. Occupancy rate is below market, which is 40%. So right below the 50% mark. Interesting. But the daily rate is $215 per day. But it makes sense because you got 8 rooms, man. So you know what? I want to take a look at this just to see what they are offering. So, so first of all, it is located. Ooh, all right, right off of what road is this? Wavamuno Road. Right close to this restaurant, I guess. It says BCH Resto Bar, Caramel Cafe Lounge in Munyonyo, and then also, so there's you know, bars and restaurants close to it. Speak Resort is not too far because Speak Resort is down here. Munyonyo Heights Apartments. Okay, so I guess you get the general location of where this property is located. All right, let's see. Amenities: air conditioning, parking, internet, wireless internet. Okay, kitchen, smoking. Well, of course you got a kitchen. Smoking. Oh, they allow for smoking? That's interesting. Family friendly, suitable for events. All right. Well, let's look at the photos. All right. Living area. That's giving castle-like vibes. Okay. Nice bed setup. The picture could have been better, but you know. So they have AC, but they also have fans. Bathroom. It's a huge bathroom. They could have made the shower bigger instead of just wasting this whole space here, because what are you going to use it for? Or maybe put in a tub. Maybe there's a tub on the other side. Okay. Nice bedroom setup as well. It's a nice bed, but personally, I don't like these cages for the nets. I don't know. They just don't appeal to me. Curtains and these things are just too basic. Just get plain curtains, man. Trust me, it works better. I guess this is the other side of that bedroom. That's the house from the outside. Okay. There you go. All right. So, is this a dedicated working space or is it the dining spot? I'm confused. Is this a walk-in closet? Is this an office? Or is it both? It's quite busy. But okay. They're making money. And then they have a conference room in the house? Huh. That's unique. But I guess people can rent the house, stay there, and do their business, right? You know, have conferences or whatever. There's the fence, got nice greenery around it. Stairs with the gate. Huh. Okay. Huge kitchen. You could have had an island in the middle. But overall, it's a good kitchen. Plenty of cabinet space. Yeah, microwave, stove. And I guess it comes with somebody who cooks. Balcony area, a nice view of the gardens. Okay. Lawn area, garden area. Huge satellite dish. Well, actually two. So I guess they offer cable TV, I'm hoping. Okay, more garden space. Mhm. Okay, another bedroom. Nice. It's actually, I like that bedroom. It's unique. Wood ceilings. Uh, I wish the windows were bigger, but you know, it is what it is. Bedroom. Okay. Okay, bathroom. You know, separated shower, sink, and guess the toilet is on the opposite side. They like mirrors. This is the mirror walk-in closet. All right. There's that conference room again, and it has a balcony, and hopefully it has good views as well. Whoever took the pictures, man. Yeah. There's the conference room again. Again. Another bathroom. Okay. That's the living room space, TV. You know, with such a big living space, you probably need a bigger TV, but that works. It's a decent size. Okay, there's the outside again. That's the master bedroom, I assume. Stairs, kitchen again, conference room again. Okay, it's just getting repetitive. Okay, another bedroom. It's a good setup. Bedroom. Okay, front of the house again. Bathroom, front of the house again. And that bedroom again. All right, so you get to see, but they're doing pretty well. But their occupancy rate is 40% because not so many people want an 8-bedroom house, right? You know, so it's up to you what kind of strategy or what kind of short-term rental business you want to do. You know, whether it's houses with a lot of rooms or apartments, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom. You know, just look at the numbers and decide. So, yeah, so that was interesting. All right, this is a 2-bedroom condo. Average revenue per year is about $27,000. Occupancy rate is 82%. So you see how if you have a good quality listing, if you're a top host, if you're a super host, right? You have good amenities, you provide good service, you have a great view, you like all those things, you have good photos. Yeah, this is a 2-bedroom condo and it's bringing in the same amount as this 8-bedroom house, and he has an 82% occupancy rate, right? But because it's a 2-bedroom condo, the cost of maintaining it might be drastically lower than this massive house, right? And he has 40 reviews, 5-star. I gotta check this out. Gotta check it out. All right, so here we go. So where is it? So it seems like this is in the Tinda area. Yeah, not too far from Tinda Shopping Center. Right off of Koto Tinda Road. Yeah, so, okay. Let's look at the pictures, see what you're offering. All right, so right from looking at the building, you can see you have great balconies, okay, and possibly a rooftop. Okay, so this is where the condo is. You can definitely tell you're gonna have a great view from that height. Great balcony size. There you go. Great view. Got some furniture out there to sit and enjoy the view. And there's the view with the lake at a distance. That's nice, right? Another shot of the balcony. Another shot of the view from another angle. There's the pool. You know, not big, not small, just medium sized, I guess. And it looks like the lifeguard is just chilling. Okay, not a great picture, but you can see it's a good quality apartment. Nice big windows, nice view. Again, you see plain colored curtains, plain colored what do you call shears, and the place looks classy, right? You don't have to have 101 colors in the curtains and the shears, man. Even the insects get confused. Okay. Another shot of the kitchen. Nice quality cabinets. Nice island countertops. Yeah. Um, the view again, right? Hallway, nice and wide. Nice dining set. I would try to put a rug there and some plants in the corner, but nice picture. Um, okay, nice high ceilings, big bedroom, but the bed staging is horrible. Luckily, it's a nice apartment, so it sells itself, but they could have done better with the bedding. Same thing here, but at least this one looks smart. But yeah, living area, the picture is not too good. I don't know what's up with that. All right, but you can see that it's a good setup in their apartment. And the bathroom, nice big shower and glass enclosed, nice toilet, double sink. I mean, so you can see the quality of the property. Okay, you got some high tech. So this place is offering some good amenities. Closet space, reading space. What the heck is that? I think that's probably somebody's bra. What the heck? All right, universal outlets. That's good. Parking. Washer, dryer, I'm assuming. Another shot of the balcony. Another view. Okay, so it's getting to be repetitive now. All right. So you can see if you have a top listing, you can your numbers are going to be above the average, basically, right? Here's another one. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 5-star reviews. Again, occupancy rate 73%, above the average, right? Revenue per year about 27,000, daily rate an average of 106, right? All right. This is a 4-bedroom luxury home. It has 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 5-star review, so definitely nice place. Again, you see 27,000 average revenue, 69%, again above average occupancy rate. So you can see most of these top listings are above the average when it comes to the daily rate, the annual revenue, of course, and the occupancy. And even if the occupancy is low, the rates in terms of revenue and daily rates are still above the average of the market because they're offering more than standard or below standard. They're offering more value, right? So that's what you should be aiming for. And with that, I think we are done with part 2, and we'll see if we're going to do a part 3. Probably will. All right. Hope this was valuable and insightful, and if it is, like and subscribe. Peace.
Okay, let's go.